Imagine playing a game, alone at night, lights off, headphones on. Suddenly you hear footsteps behind you. You turn around, but no one is there. Horror games can be more terrifying than horror movies because you're the one inside the nightmare. Today, we're counting down the top 10 horror games that will truly scare you. Some of these games are so terrifying that many players couldn't even finish them. So turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and let's begin. Top 10. Visage. Starting our list is Visage, a psychological horror game inspired by the famous cancelled game, PT. The game takes place inside a massive haunted house filled with dark secrets. As you explore the house, strange events begin to happen. Lights start flickering, doors slowly open, and disturbing whispers echo through the hallways. What makes Visage truly terrifying is its atmosphere. There aren't constant jump scares, but the game builds a level of tension that makes you feel uncomfortable every second. You never feel safe, and that's exactly what makes it so scary. Top 9. The Mortuary Assistant. Imagine working the night shift alone. Inside a mortuary. Your job is simple. Prepare bodies for burial. But something isn't right. In the Mortuary Assistant, some of the corpses are possessed by demons. While doing your work, you may suddenly notice a body moving, a shadow in the hallway, or a demon watching you from the darkness. The game creates an intense psychological horror experience where you constantly feel like something is watching you. And the worst part is, sometimes it actually is. Top 8. Phasmophobia. If you enjoy playing with friends, Phasmophobia is one of the best multiplayer horror games ever made. In this game, you and your team are ghost hunters, investigating haunted locations. Your mission is to identify what type of ghost is haunting the place. But the ghosts aren't friendly. They can turn off the lights, lock doors, whisper your name, or suddenly start hunting you. One of the scariest features of the game is the voice recognition system. The ghost can actually hear what you say through your microphone. So if you scream or panic, it might come straight for you. Top 7. Alien Isolation. Next on our list is Alien Isolation, a survival horror game set in space. You play as Amanda Ripley, searching for answers about what happened to her mother. But things quickly go wrong when a deadly creature known as the Xenomorph starts hunting you. The terrifying part is the alien's advanced AI. It learns from your behavior. If you hide in the same place too often, it will eventually find you. This makes every encounter unpredictable, forcing you to constantly adapt just to survive. Top 6. Amnesia. The Dark Descent. Amnesia. The Dark Descent is one of the most influential horror games ever created. You wake up in a dark castle with no memory of who you are or why you're there. As you explore, you begin uncovering disturbing truths about your past. The game focuses heavily on psychological horror. Staying in darkness too long causes your sanity to drop, making the world around you even more terrifying. And the worst part, you can't fight the monsters. Your only option is to run and hide. Top 5. Resident Evil 7. After several action-focused entries, Resident Evil 7 brought the series back to its horror roots. You play as Ethan Winters, searching for your missing wife in a mysterious plantation house. Inside, you encounter the terrifying Baker family. This family is not just dangerous. They're completely insane. The first-person perspective makes the experience much more immersive and frightening. Walking through the dark halls of the Baker house feels like stepping into a living nightmare. Top 4. Dead Space. Dead Space is widely considered one of the greatest sci-fi horror games ever made. You play as Isaac Clarke, an engineer trapped on a massive spaceship overrun by terrifying creatures called necromorphs. The game creates fear through dark environments, disturbing sound design, and intense combat situations. Unlike many games, simply shooting the monsters won't stop them. You must strategically dismember their limbs to survive. This brutal mechanic makes every encounter incredibly tense. Top 3. Outlast. Few games are as terrifying as Outlast. You play as an investigative journalist exploring an abandoned psychiatric hospital, but the place is far from empty. The building is filled with violent patients and horrifying experiments, and you have no weapons. Your only tool is a camera with night vision that allows you to see in the darkness. But the camera's battery runs out quickly. When that happens, you're left alone in complete darkness with whatever is chasing you. Top 2. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 is often considered one of the greatest psychological horror games of all time. The story follows a man named James Sunderland, who travels to the mysterious town of Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his wife. The problem is, his wife died years ago. The game uses fog, eerie music, and disturbing symbolism to create a haunting atmosphere. Many of the monsters represent James's inner guilt and emotional struggles. This deep psychological storytelling is what makes Silent Hill 2 unforgettable. Top 1. PT. Taking the number 1 spot is PT, a short demo that became legendary in the horror gaming community. Despite being only a small teaser, it created one of the scariest experiences ever. The entire game takes place in a small looping hallway inside a house. Each time you walk through the corridor, something changes. A sound, a shadow, or the terrifying ghost Lisa suddenly appearing behind you. Even years later, many players still consider PT the scariest horror experience ever made. And that was our top 10 horror games. These games prove that horror in gaming can be far more intense than movies, because you're the one controlling the character. Now, I want to know, what is the scariest game you've ever played? Tell me in the comments. And if you want a part 2 with even scarier horror games, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.